Hi everyone, I hope you are all doing okay. I'm going to be filming a review on my Louis Vuitton bag that I just got not too long ago. And I wanted to do this review because before I purchased before, I gifted the bag and, I picked it out, I did a lot of research and really looked at, what canvas what print I wanted, what size, and all that kind of stuff. And so I just wanted to show you guys, give you my thoughts and review the bag and let you know how I get on with it, basically. And first, I'll start off with the packaging that I got. It was gifted to me by my parents for Christmas, which I'm so thankful for, and I love it to bits. But I went with them and picked it out, which one I wanted, because my parents didn't know what size I wanted and what print and whatever, and I even myself wasn't 100% sure until I got to the store which one I was going to get, and I ended up leaving with a different one than I had originally anticipated. So I will show you. When I went, I got this ginormous bag, which, if you can even see, this thing is huge, and it says Louis Vuitton, and I was lugging that around, which was fun. And then the box that I got was one of these boxes, which doesn't have the lid and then the bottom. It's not two separate pieces. It's just one big box that opens like so. I don't know that I would store my bag in here when I'm not using it, because the bag is bigger obviously than the box, and I would have to fold it up, and I just am too nervous about the leather and cracking and stuff for it to be put in there. It did come with this ribbon wrapped around the box, which was really nice for the holidays. I bought this on December 1st, so I've had it for not too long, and I didn't actually start using it until Christmas Day, so basically I've only been using it for less than a month. But this is the ribbon that it came with. It's not any special ribbon, it's just normal gross grain ribbon, so yeah. And then the dust bag looks like so. It's the one with the flap on it. And then on the inside, I keep my proof of purchase with its tags. And the bag that I will be showing you is the Neverfull GM in the damier ebene print. That is the tag. And then this is the textile card that it comes with. And it just basically says coated fabric with cowhide leather trim. This is my receipt. Oh, I actually bought it on December 2nd. I thought it was December 1st. So, that's my receipt. And the bag was, I'm going to say price because it's available anyways on the website if you go on there. It was $900 for the bag, and then my sales tax is 8%, so, but I bought this before the holiday, so I'm not sure or before the new year, so I'm not sure what the tax was at that point, but with taxes and everything, it came out to $969.75. And the guy who helped me, his name was Jonathan, and he was really nice. And helped me decide and brought out so many different bags for me to look at, even though I knew that the Neverfull was the one that I wanted. So I'm going to show you the bag now. It has stuff in it, so I'm just going to take the stuff out. And here is the bag. So she is gorgeous. I love her so much. I'll talk first about just, the outside appearance. Like the textile card did say, it is a coated canvas. It is not leather. I know some people think that the bag is leather, but it's not. It's coated canvas. The cowhide leather trim is basically all of the piping you see around the bag, these drawstrings on both sides, and the handles are all cowhide leather. So the bag is not leather. Just, you know, the trimmings and things like that are what is leather. The price point for the bag, I think, is an amazing value for how much bag you get, because Louis Vuitton is obviously a luxury brand, and you are paying for the quality and the customer service and the brand, basically. And you can find a lot smaller bags for a lot more expensive at Louis Vuitton. And I think that although almost $1,000 is a lot of money for a bag, do not get me wrong, I think that the size of the bag and the value for money is really good. So if you're looking to get a big Louis Vuitton piece but don't want to spend a couple thousand, I definitely think this is a good investment piece. Now, as you can see, I have a luggage tag on mine, and that is for two reasons. One is because I've seen it on Instagram pictures and things like that, but I've never seen anyone that I know around me, or like, you know, where I work. Like, I see customers all the time with Louis Vuitton bags. I've never seen anyone have a luggage tag on a Neverfull bag, so I thought that was really unique. And second of all, they don't recommend hot stamping on Neverfull bags, no matter what print it is, and if they do, you would get it very tiny right here, you know, on a strap or something. And I just didn't really want to do that to the bag, because resale value and things like that, I know I'll have this forever, but I'm just saying, you know, if anything were to happen and I wanted to sell it, I just didn't want to do that. So I decided to purchase a luggage tag, and I got it in the gold to match the hardware. I think it looks really cute on my bag. This is what it looks like, you know, without it. This is how you receive the bag. But if, you know, just saying, if you're interested in getting a cute little luggage tag to add something to your bag, you can do that. So the bag basically looks like a big tote, but what also another feature that I do love about this bag is that you can push in the sides and give it a completely different look. And you just pull it in, then you kind of have to fiddle with it a little bit, but when it's full, it's a lot easier to do than when it's not full, I think. And you just pull both sides in, and voila, there you go. That is the second way that you can wear the bag with it pulled in. And I love wearing it like this. I think it looks so cute. But one thing to be mindful of when you are pulling it in is that with this leather on the damier ebene, is that I have seen several people that have this bag and their leather is cracking really bad, and it's something that I didn't realize happened until after I purchased it. I feel like I still would have bought it, but now that I know, I'm being very precautious about it, and I do this often but not very often, because I just want to keep the leather, you know, straight across, keep my handles upright. At night I'm very careful with how I leave it overnight and stuff like that, because I'm trying to prevent the cracking as much as possible for as long as I can, because I know it's eventually going to happen. So that was the second way to wear it, and I will basically show you the inside now. It has no compartments whatsoever. It just has one giant pocket in the back, as you can see. It's just open, and this is the pocket, and it just says Louis Vuitton Paris right here, and then it says Louis Vuitton, yada yada, and then here is the zipper. And the thing about Louis Vuitton zippers is they are so smooth. So I liked that this back compartment has a zipper and you can close it. So I usually keep my passport back there when I'm traveling or important things. And this bag does have a clip and a D-ring, so you can clip it to keep it somewhat closed, because there is no zipper on this bag. So I usually don't keep it clipped, but it is nice to hook my keys on here or on here when I'm not using that. This pocket is very big. I'll pull it out just so you can see. It's a very big pouch. It doesn't come off, but it does lift up, which I think is nice. The inside of this pocket is lined with like almost like a plasticky feeling. You can see there it's really shiny, which is nice because if you put makeup in there or I don't know, something and it like spills or it gets on there, it's easy to clean, which I like. On the little, what would you call them? I can't think of the word, but they say Louis Vuitton on them as well. Even on the inside, they have, you can see the back side of them in there, and they say Louis Vuitton. And then the last feature on the inside is that it does have a D-ring right here on the right side, your left, of the bag. And I have in there my monogram clay, and it just hangs from there so nicely. You can hang your keys on here. Like I said, you can hang your clay. If you have a pochette, pochettes are really nicely hung on there as well. So that's a nice little touch that it has in there because Louis Vuitton makes a lot of pieces that have hooks and clasps, so you can always clasp them on there. And yeah, that's basically the overview. And another thing I will say about this bag too is that the bottom does not have anything to support it. So when you have a lot of stuff in there, it does hang down. I'll put some stuff in there now just so you guys can kind of see what I mean. And it does bother some people, but for me, I like that sort of slouchy look, so it doesn't really bother me much at all. As you can see, it is hanging from the bottom. It doesn't stay upright, which, like I said, bothers some. And I know some people originally, some people think that it stays supported, but it doesn't. It's just slouchy and really nice. Size-wise, I'm 5'5", and I felt like the MM just hit me in a weird spot, especially when you pull in the sides. On the MM, it's really small, at least to me. If you're more petite and you have a smaller frame, then I would suggest going with the MM because this will definitely like overwhelm your body. For me, I just think it fits with around my arm and there's still enough space and it just hits me right about my waist. A little below my waist when I'm standing up, which I think is super nice. Or like I said, if you are petite and you've got a smaller frame, go with the MM because I think that would be a good size. But if you're on the taller side or, just try it on. I honestly just say go to the store and try it on because I originally thought I was going to purchase the MM. I was dead set on getting it. But then when I ended up getting there and I tried on the MM, I was like, okay, this is it. Like, I think I'm going to get it. Then I tried on the GM and I was like, it's too big, I won't like it. Then I tried on the MM again, pulled in the sides, saw where it hit me, and I was like, I don't like the MM. Tried this on again, and I ended up falling in love with the GM. So it does come in the PM, MM, and then the GM. And the PM is really small. If you're someone who likes a smaller bag, then I would suggest going with that. But for me, it was way too tiny. And then the MM, like I said, just depends on your frame and how tall you are and stuff. But I'm 5'5", and I feel like the GM is the perfect size for me. I know my friend Honeyflower3 or Angela here on YouTube, she just got the Neverfull GM as well, but she got hers in the monogram. And she is, I believe she's 6 feet, and she got the GM too. And I feel like if you're a little bit taller, 5'5" or taller, I feel like the GM just would work best. So that's basically my review. If you have any questions, put them down below and I will answer all of them as best as I can. But I would just suggest doing your research. Like I said, this doesn't have any compartments or anything, so it's just pretty much an open pit, as you would say, but because it does have this classic red lining, it does make it a lot easier to look through your stuff, and that's just kind of an overview. I keep things in pouches in there. So yeah, I hope this review was somewhat helpful. I see a lot of them out there, but I just thought that I would add my own little 2 cents into it. If you have any questions, like I said, leave them down there, and I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.